And this should be a dandy, gentlemen. They will indeed get down in the circle of truth. As Matsumoto makes his way into the ring.
We haven't really seen a true Japanese stylist, at least from Japan, since early on in this type of event when Hoist Gracie took out a fighter rather rapidly from Japan. It will be interesting to see how well this fighter, well known for his durability, does in the circle of truth.
And he's versed in karate and judo.
All right, let's go up to Chuck Hall right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring at this time, a young man who hails from Atlanta, Georgia. He is an advocate of the Yamato Damashi combat style. He weighs 190 pounds. He stands 6 feet tall. Introducing Juan Mott. And his opponent from the country of Japan, advocating karate as his combat style, weighing in at 190 pounds, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. Here is Yasunori Manasote.
We're getting ready for this one. At 40 years of age, a detriment?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
No.
Let's do it.
And why, Ron?
The Japanese have unbelievable endurance and they have discipline. Their whole code of honor does not allow them to submit either. You know, I saw Matsumoto in Japan. He had his arm broken and he would not submit.
Wow. And Mott delivering quickly with the right hands, and they both go for side kicks.
The Japanese fighters moving forward and back. In Kyokushin or other Japanese styles, circular movements really are not a significant part of the style. He knows front and back. Attack. Attack.
Once again, the circle in the ring cannot be used as an advantage in these bouts. Matsumoto trying to turn the action in his favor as Mott has the early upper hand.
Both fighters seem content to be standing.
Interesting to either one of you. Ron, let's start with you.
Juan should try to take him to the floor, and I expect to see that soon.
That was going to be my question. Yes, I thought there might have been a takedown much sooner than this.
I agree. Knowing you're fighting a Japanese karate stylist, I would think go to the ground if you have ground grappling.
Oh, here we go with the guillotine. Matsumoto has a guillotine.
Has he locked it in?
If he can hold it. Juan Mott needs to counter this. He needs to bring himself very close to his opponent, wrap his arm around him. Don't let Matsumoto get leverage and crank that choke. He's not doing it. We can't see the forearm to see what truly Matsumoto has this choke in.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. There's an arm in between the choke.
So he doesn't have it locked in cleanly.
Not at all.
Matsumoto locked in on top.
Matsumoto is using his knee to attack Juan's legs, which will have an effect later. And those stomps on the top of the foot will definitely affect his kicking and standing ability later on.
No, it's interesting. Both fighters are probably finding themselves in a position with which they're not entirely comfortable or familiar.
And Juan has just put his hand inside of the grab, so I guess he's not going to be able to crank that choke.
He's trying to, looked like he was trying to pick him up.
Looked like a suplex.
Yeah, it did.
Now, it's interesting. If that arm is in tightly, if Matsumoto were to wrap his legs around Juan Mott, go to the ground on his back, he'd have far greater leverage to apply this choke.
And Mott finally broke the hold.
Finally broke the hold.
And then delivers a fierce right hand. And another. Now Matsumoto locks him up.
Ron, you think this could be one of the longer fights of the night?
It will be a longer fight. I mean, I can see that Matsumoto is just working slowly, patiently, using the knee against the leg in the groin area. That knee hit him in the face. It was good.
Mott being inexperienced as in comparison to Matsumoto. Could he tire himself, really not having a way to pace himself in this match?
Well, youth has an advantage in this type of event.
And Mott landing. And often.
I mean, that was a nice round kick that Juan Mott threw, but it wasn't powerful.
Matsumoto, a veteran of the wars in Japan, will take far more than that. Pretty neat.
Let's go. Keep on working them. Let's get him back. Let's go. Don't forget those knees. Don't forget those knees.
Once again, they are backed up against the protective screen.
Back that body. Calm the mind.
Referee checking.
Looked almost like a sumo hold, grabbing the trunk behind him.
Your house. Fight out. Let's go. Your house. You guys got to stay busy with some money. Let's go.
Referee warning the two grapplers to stay busy.
That's right. Relax that body. Calm the mind.
Ron, is there a tendency when you have an opportunity like this to try to get a quick breath, a quick rest?
Yes, yes.
Ain't nothing there, man.
And this obviously would be the time when you're both engaged so closely and you're up against the fence.
Of course.
Try to create what you already got. Don't let it create nothing. Don't let it get nothing off.
They've been up for a long time. I expected Mott to take Matsumoto to the floor earlier in this event.
One thing that's very interesting to see here is that in an event where you're allowed to clinch and not separate it, how difficult it can be to put your opponent down with a punch or a kick.
Ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing. There you go.
It is obvious that Mott has landed the heavier punches. And there is a direct knee. And he's out. He's out. And that's it.
Beautiful knee to the face. Took him completely by surprise.
And Juan Mott in disbelief of his victory.
That fighter is out. Ring doctor should be coming in.
And they will quickly attend to Matsumoto.
Matsumoto is out on his feet.
Right knee to the chin, right hook to the jaw.
Beautiful. Out before he hit the canvas.
And Juan Mott will fight another time.
You know, there's one thing that's said. A good jaw is not made. A good jaw is something you're born with. And we may have just seen there evidence where someone had those neuronal pathways, the nerves that go from the jaw to the brain, hit the right way, put a match.
And once again, they are checking on Matsumoto.
For a boxer, you'd say, wouldn't say a weak chin, but you'd say it's a chin you want to take advantage of.
All right, let's go up to ring announcer Chuck Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 5 minutes, 20 seconds. The winner due to submission by a towel being thrown into the ring, Juan Mott.
And Juan Mott is in the semifinals. Now you see the combatants here all of a sudden tie up and
Right
then
knee.
bang, the right knee.
Right knee to the chin.
Right to the chin.
And he was out on his feet and went down. He was finished right there, right?
He's out now. He's out now.
And immediately the referee steps in and stops the bout. And Matsumoto, we can tell you while we watch the replay once again, is up and walking back to the dressing room, and he is okay.
It's one of those flash knockdown type of attacks.
And Mott did not waste any time, Ron, in taking the advantage after the knee landed.
Without a doubt, he went right to the mounted position and full speed blasting time. 4 or 5 punches to face, that was it.
And then the celebration, even in disbelief that he is the winner. Well, what is that feeling like right there?
You're so happy it's over. And you won. It's unbelievable.